Leo, this is your November forecast. How are you doing? All right, let's get your bonus cards chosen here. And if you are curious what decks I use, feel free to look in the playlist description. There are Amazon affiliate links there for all the cards I use. And also, while you're there, do check your sun, moon, and rising signs. Remember, time and energy is fluid, not linear. So there's probably some messages in there for you. All right. Come here, little cards. Leo. What's coming towards Leo for November? Leo in November. What do we have? Now, I'll tell you, Aries has a bit of a challenge. So we'll see what's coming for you. And Leo, here we have it. Sauvage. She who is wild, untamed, wild, and mysterious. Woo! Well, sevens are mysterious numbers, but I definitely feel wands there. She who is wild, untamed, wild, mysterious. Maybe a Queen of Wands feeling. Definitely feels like that. Maybe it's saying keep some mystery about yourself. Don't tell everybody everything. Don't be an open book. Excuse me, I am still coughing and sick. All right, let's see what your Queen of the Moon is. Woo! Purity, Snow Moon. Purity of mind. I know exactly what this card is. This is about your focus in not letting your mind wander, not letting there be too much static. 80% signal, 20% noise. So purity of thought, staying focused. There could be something calling you with that shoe who is wild. You might be getting a wild hair to go do something. Woo, you got a card flying out here. Pretty one. Look at that, Blue Jay. Relief is on the way. Relief. I mean, honestly, that feels like a 10 of swords. Or a 4 of swords. Relief. Now, relief could be in the form of someone helping out more with things and releasing you from so much obligation or things like that. It could also be relief that some type of burden or something heavy is being completed or finished. That's what it feels like to me, Leo. We have the Knight of Swords. There's that kind of a restless energy, Gemini, coming in. 4 of Wands. It's Aries. And now we have the 9 of Wands. Sagittarius. I just heard relieved of duty. 9 of Wands. Think of a soldier that's been standing guard. You're waiting for your relief to come. Someone to kind of take over. 7 of Cups. I already have a message there, brewing. Now, there's that. Okay, 4 of Swords. That's, I think I mentioned that with that relief. And now the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. The 4 of Swords is Libra. So, interesting. This is Scorpio energy. It's very dreamy. Now, the Knight of Swords can be that energy of rushing or being reckless. I would say this is don't make a restless choice or making a choice too quickly. That's what this feels like. I think there's a lot of options here. I'm getting a sense of travel, but also I'm getting a feeling of an impulse purchase or an impulse buy. Be careful of that. Definitely sleep on it with that Four of Swords. And also try to look at the big picture with that King of Swords before jumping into something here. That's what it feels like to me. So you have a lot of choices around you right now, a lot of options. You might be fantasizing about it as well. But I would definitely not be impulsive with these choices at this time. Try to keep a focus with that purity of mind, like the big picture. Is it going to add to your life in some way? Feels like an impulse right there. So we have the Four of Wands crossed by the Four of Swords. The Four of Wands, this is our commitments and partnerships. And then we have R&R. We have these two fours here. Rest and relaxation. This could be a staycation for some of you. Just staying at home. And maybe that's for the impulse buy. Maybe you're kind of bored, and you're wanting to do something. That's what it feels like. So I'm getting staycation here with these two cards. Nothing wrong with that. Just need a break. That's kind of what that feels like. I'm not getting another message there, Leo. This is definitely saying, look at the bigger picture here, especially when it comes to these impulse urges with the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Is it going to add to your overall well-being? The Knight of Wands is searching for a solution or the next thing to conquer, right? Because this is the wounded warrior. I feel like you need a break. I feel like you need this staycation, Leo. But there's this ants in your pants kind of feeling that you're looking for the next thing. It's that she who's wild, that untamed, wild, and mysterious. You've got this desire for something new, some type of new experience. But the King of Swords is this other aspect of you, I think, that's saying, well, let's now think about it. This is your logic and wisdom trying to step in and say, well, let's not rush to things. That's what I'm feeling with this very stoic King of Swords energy. Let's just think about it overnight. Let's sleep on it. That's what this feels like. So I feel like there's this split energy here. There's this wanting to do something or buy something or be impulsive. But then there's this other part of you that's saying, well, we should probably think about the bigger picture, how this is going to affect us long term. Do I really need this thing? The King of Swords again. I think that's going to win out here. Oh my goodness, look at this. Four Swords. Woo! This happened in Aries, a similar, not the same cards, but they had the same cards do this in the Aries reading. Wow. Okay, yeah. Strategic plan. Plan. Not saying you can't do this, but this is saying you need a good solid plan first. This may not be a little splurge. This could be something bigger. And it's definitely saying, sleep on it, sleep on it, sleep on it. There's Page of Pentacles. This could be a new investment. Three of Pentacles now. I feel like that was the same, that it might be the same combo that came up. And the Two of Swords. Indecision. Leo. There's a new opportunity here. Something that you have your eye on. All right. We have a pentacle here, so it's definitely something earthly. So it could be that maybe you've made a choice now with that Seven of Cups. There is something you've decided, this is the one I want to do or have or buy or whatever it is, right? And the King of Swords energy here is saying to be wise about it, to think about it, to maybe do research on it, to get advice about it. You know, this could be an expert here that you're asking about this pentacle here, because this is questioning, this is communication. You might be asking about this resource, getting more information about it, because we have that curiosity of the page here. So if this King of Swords isn't you, it could be an expert. You know, someone who knows more about this opportunity. That Four of Swords is coming up again, that R&R, that rest on it, sleep on it. So I'm not sure if this is a new job for you that you are taking on, that you've decided to do. You could be going into business for yourself or deciding to do something different with what you do for work, because we have the Three of Pentacles showing up again. This is being creative. It's putting your work out there on display or getting recognized. You're being noticed here for what you do. But it definitely feels like it's something to do with your resources here. It feels like this is something that you're committed to, because we have the Four of Swords on the Four of Wands. You're committed to whatever this project is. It feels like a new project, or you're adding something new to it. The Seven of Swords is strategy and planning. And also that mysterious, because the sevens, I think I said at the beginning, she was wild, untamed, wild, mysterious. That's a seven, right? So we have the Seven of Cups and we have the Seven of Swords. So this is saying, do be quiet about your idea here, or how you share it with people. I wouldn't share this with just everyone. I wouldn't talk about it. I would keep it close to your chest, whatever it is you're doing right now. That's the feeling I'm getting with this Seven of Swords. Nothing really bad, just not telling everybody everything. If you're working on something in silence, it keeps that energy pure in my mind. It's being crossed by the Two of Swords here. So the Two of Swords is indecision and this or that thinking. It's black and white. It's gray. There's no gray in it. Excuse me. It's just black and white. There's no gray. There's no middle ground. This is saying that there's more to this than meets the eye. There is more opportunity here that you're just not seeing just yet. So I feel like this is saying be open to opportunity, be open to where this path is leading you, because I don't think you know yet, and I don't think you fully see it. Although the King of Swords twice does say look at the bigger picture, I still think there's something here that you just don't know how far this can go or where it's going to go. She's not really blindfolded, and you're not either. But I think this is just saying be open to the vastness of the opportunities with the universe working in tandem with you. If she was to turn around, I mean, it's huge. There's so much more there. So definitely trust your intuition, and whatever you're doing here, you might want to keep it secret for a little bit, or just not share it with everyone. Not everybody needs to know your business, Leo, is what I'm feeling. That's about keeping your mind pure as well. Part of that Four Swords is being in a calm, restful state of mind, trusting the universe. Let's see if that comes out again. Oh, something flipped over for sure. Look at that. Eight of Pentacles. Very good. Very nice. This does feel like it's a work thing for you, Leo. I love that card. That's sun energy as well. Nine of Swords and the Seven of Wands. There's that healthy boundaries. Ugh, Nine of Swords. Let's see what this is about. That's about keeping that purity of mind, though. It's right underneath there. That's my cat water I need to refill. Got to keep that purity of mind. Don't let that come in. Switch that disaster radio off. There's the Star. Look at that. Oh, the Devil. And the King of Wands. Yeah. Like this could be, there was a challenge in Aries reading about having patience with the process. Purity of mind. You want to focus on this right now. What you're trying to do. Just stay focused on that. You can just try to block everything else out. It might be a challenge, though, I have to say. I think you are connected with your higher self, your divine self, with the star energy, collective consciousness. You know, actively working on fulfilling this dream, becoming a master. You're putting in the work. You're showing up every day. You're doing the good work here, and you're improving every single day you do it. However, there could be. Now, some of this is not going to bother any of you. Some of you are not going to have this experience. But as you're making this transition, guess what happens? When you're changing your frequency, there could be a little static still in the dial. 80% signal, 20% noise, okay? We want to be 80% over here in that Eight of Pentacles and the Star, and the Seven of Wands and the King of Wands. This could be that noise, that 20% noise, because we've got these two cards right here. They're not the best. Everything else looks good, right? Most of it looks really good. This is the noise. This is the, maybe we can't do this. Or, are you sure you're good enough? You're not seeing a lot of results yet. You may as well just give up. That's this energy here. It is going to show up differently for those of you. It's that little remnants of your past self that doesn't want to go away. It's used to being there in your mind. It's used to that frequency. Even your body is used to this frequency here, no matter how much it sucks. And so if this comes up for you, you've got to have firm boundaries in your mind and in your vibration. That here you are, Leo. Awesome. And with the Seven of Wands, this is also you. So I think you will overcome that if it comes up in your mind. I think you've got it. You're going to tell it to piss off your own mind. You're going to be like, I'm not having none of that. We're sticking with what we're doing. We've made it over other challenges. We're going to make it through this one too. We've got a vision. We got a plan. We got a goal. We're going to take our time. We're not going to rush. And we're going to stick to this vision. Kings are stable energy. They are fixed. And what I love about the King of Wands is very playful, very energetic, very happy energy here. Someone who has a lot of vision, an entrepreneur, and you also have developed firm boundaries over time, I think, with what you've experienced in your life. So you're very strong, and you're strong of mind. This is your focus right now, whatever it is you're doing. Even though you may not be able to see everything that's coming towards you, you have a goal, you have a purpose, you're working towards it. This, like I said, is the noise that comes up. That little devil on your shoulder, right? It happens. But just don't listen to this. Turn it off. Whenever it comes in, don't get emotionally attached to these swords. Because there's that attachment there. You know, this could also be bad habits too, so Do be wary of that. But I feel like it's more in the way of thinking that you're not good enough or it's not going to work out. You're putting all this work in, but you're not seeing any results, and blah 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 blah. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Badger spirit, be fearless and bold. There we go. We'll just cover that up saying we're not listening to it. Never ending story. And we have that clock there. So this feels like that energy there. If it's something that is something you're trying to break free from, that could be part of that never ending story. But I think you're ending it. You're done with it. Ooh, magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Nice. I like that. Door. Yep. Opportunities are waiting for you. And we know you have a lot of options and opportunities. Unsuccessful plans, a knot. Where is the knot here? I'm not seeing it. Tying the knot is what I just heard. Maybe that would be unsuccessful right now. I think this is referring to something in the past that didn't work out. And so that could be influencing this noise right here saying, well, it didn't work out in the past. Why would it work out now? Because the timing is right. That's why. There we go. Target a goal-oriented person. There are more positive messages here than anything else. And what's going to try to trip you up is that right there. That's your challenge right there. Yep. You've got to kind of stomp on it. So anytime something comes up in your mind, Leo, that tells you you're not worthy or you can't do it, you got to rise up and be that strength card and tell it to bugger off. Tell it to kick rocks. That's what I would do. All right, Leo, that is your November forecast. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Did it resonate with you? And yeah, it's a great way to stay in shape. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.